Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. How's everyone's weekend? We're back here. It's Tuesday. We just had PPI today. Tomorrow we have CPI, so I'm being careful. Maybe I'll trade Apex evals or something today. I don't know, because we still have CPI tomorrow, so I'm not gonna press too hard, so to speak. This is DXY here. Really is failing the bullish PDRAs, right? It's dripped lower to sell side here. There's more sell side here and here. What I'd wanted for bullishness is to continue from here, bounce here and continue higher, stronger. This is very much stalling, so it's more likely for it to fail and go for sell sides again. Honestly. And plus, I think I saw a poll from one of my friends who actually polled Twitter about DXY bullish or bearish. I think it was like 75% bullish, so probably better to fade the masses. I don't know, but what I do see is that it is failing like the bullish PDRAs. So what can you do? As for ES and NQ, right? This is NQ here, 4 hour, the daily. We definitely had a huge wick at PPI there. So it doesn't look like it has willingness to go lower from here for sure for now. I am pretty cognizant of the fact that the meme stocks are running. GameStop and AMC, and if you've been around for a while, like I have, a lot of the times when these meme stocks are running, sometimes the market, the overall indices market gets broken or such, like where you'll just get a 2% down move or something randomly, maybe because of a hedge fund blowing up and having to unravel some positions. I don't know, but I'm just mentally prepared for some volatility, and even in the indices from that. But anyway, check out yesterday's low. I mean, there's not really much to say here. For NQ, we never really hit this weekly high yet from April 15th. We stalled there last week. ES seems to be a little bit cleaner, where it actually came back into a hourly fair value gap here. Strong wick there. Do I really expect such a strong move higher there now? Not really, because I don't know, I'm not such a fan of that huge wick. Like, can get tested again, like 50% of it or so. So have to see. Open in like 9 minutes, right? I don't know, I have low expectations. I mean, we do have, I think these are equal highs now for ES. Yeah. It's 2 small body candles there. The daily. I did not trade yesterday. I think like we're opening up to a pretty flat, right? From like yesterday's close, like the opening range gap and such. Like yesterday's close, 42.50. Where are we now? Yeah, like 47.25. So I'm thinking that we could drop down lower into like 50% of this wick for sure, potentially before we get bought up again. I don't know, I'll continue monitoring DXY and such. I think I just posted a short, and it was like pretty much my favorite trade of last week, like where you can see the process pretty clearly. Or I posted it yesterday on Instagram, but just this morning on YouTube. Pretty much was indicative. Oh, it was kind of like a rejection block on the lower time frame. Okay. So yeah, ES honestly looks a little bit cleaner in that regard. I don't know, because there's a daily FEG here as well. It wicked that. Yeah, if today like we close strongly above this daily FEG, like we closed like this already, and I'm definitely like we're moving towards all-time highs. So I don't see how it doesn't, especially with DXY being this weak. Yeah, you do have these imbalances down here, but like it really just shows unwillingness to have any more than like one session on the downside. Okay, we have open in about 5 minutes. What do I want to see? I want to see my sleep. I think I slept pretty well. 3 days, big win for me. I had 3 days of, I think, good sleep. We'll see it's gonna load now. 3 days of good sleep in a row. Okay, so this is, I'm gonna just have like a alert there. Is ES like stronger than NQ right now? Slightly. Really much. But like honestly, I was like looking at NQ like this way, RTH, which just shows like the New York equities like from 9:30 to 4. And I was just looking at how we have been like pretty small ranges. This is a Monday was like barcode. Which is why I like I said, I'll skip out on Mondays before PPI. But I mean, I saw like a lot of people caught the short here to like close the opening range gap or whatever. Just cool. I don't know what time was that. You had to catch it right pretty much at open. Yeah. 9:37. I don't know if I would have caught that. Probably not. Okay. I don't know, let's like take a look at NQ a little bit more. On the 5, it's looking a little cleaner in that regard. This is ES, but NQ. I mean, as long as DXY goes lower, it's just gonna keep, it's gonna go for these highs. Be careful. Okay. Still plenty of time this week. So for NQ, I forgot this is a 3-minute, but honestly, this is like an hourly fair value gap that like I marked out a while ago, and it just kind of seems to be somewhere that NQ just keeps repricing. I don't know. So I've kept it. And not the cleanest from here, because like there's no hourly or 4-hour clean FEGs. So yeah, I'm gonna chill. Maybe I'll mark out CE of this as well. Probably ES will be stronger. And in regards to RTH, 288.75. I think we're below that, right? Yeah. We're slightly above that right now on ES, but we're below that on NQ. All right, we got open in 1 minute. Let's see where it takes us. Just have an alert for ES if it crosses above that high again. Definitely is stronger structurally. It's above the close from yesterday's regular trading hours, but NQ is slightly below. In the meantime, I'll also be watching DXY. Let's see. I think this is sort of like the last line in the sand for DXY. Right. This little BPR. Because it was like bought up here and here, and if it starts failing this, it's gonna go for the sell side and such. So you know, for bullish, then I'll be looking for that. Add my alerts. Try not to get YM. Okay. What's the, do we have any more? I don't think so. Any more news after? I don't think so, right? Oh, we have, oh, no. I physically recoiled at seeing Fed Fed Chair Powell speaks at 10 a.m. Oh no, 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 no. No. honestly, it's like the most random thing when you speaks at 10 a.m. Look back, Tessa. I've lost. I'm probably gonna do evals, you guys, because I've lost money. Probably twice in the times I've tried that. So definitely marking out 10. Yeah. Like anything that this man says, like, makes the market just go wild, haywire. So someone should like clip that, like where I like physically like cringed when I saw. And then tomorrow's CPI is more impactful than PPI, and can definitely reverse any PPI moves, and also PPI's done that to CPI too. Okay. Then Thursday unemployment claims. And next week is FOMC minutes, though, so it's not as wild. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. I think we range probably for a bit. This doesn't seem safe in these like lows here or whatever. You see? 39. Yeah. Kind of like 50-50, I don't know. I'm chilling. Because the XY is not doing much. It's in this like 15-minute FEG. Where this, like I said a few times, like this is pretty important to me. It's a FEG before taking some sell side, some lows. Like I'm not just gonna short in this to see the reaction, because it could have an inversion here, and that's happened in the past, and then a good reversal. Or if it rejects, I'll see it. All right. I'll see, said the blind man. Okay. Yeah. So just wait. I'm gonna wait. Patience is a virtue. I think anyone like really, really eager today might get hurt. So what's with this ES here? What did I sort of just made an alert at like crossing the new high of day, and it paused right before it. So like what I wanted to see is to see if it would like displace and close above, and this would be a mitigation block, but no, it did not. So it could, go for this low or something like that. Could chop. We'll see what the first 15 minutes do. Right, 7 minutes in. Not much to write home about at the moment. I actually do like writing letters, but there's not not many things to write letters to anymore. I used to have like my first cousin in Croatia. I used to write letters to her. We'd write letters to each other, and we'd put like stickers in them, everything. When I was younger, but we did it for a while, like glitter pens, and like put little stickers for each other to use. Actually, but like I think like a year or 2 years ago, one of my friends joined the military, and over there you can't have your phone for like I think like 90 days or something. So actually wrote some letters back and forth there, and And he lost a lot of money in Neo. You know, that Chinese electric stock. He's just like, I'm just gonna put a bunch of money in it before I before I leave and then see what it is. That's one way to swing trade, I guess. Just comparing ES and NQ right now. I kind of make them like similar sizes. Okay. And I guess NQ is a bit stronger. Let's see if it takes out this pre-market high. Still, it's in terms of like it's breaking above its. We'll see how this 15-minute closes. It's still not really. Okay, so DXY is starting to reject from that 15-minute fair value gap though. Let's see on the left, right? Starting to reject. So I don't want it to come back in this. I don't want it to just continue rejecting. So if it comes back in it, it'll be cautionary for me. But for now, it does look like at least that NQ does have some willingness to go higher. To balance this and is kind of going higher. I have to remember that JPAL is speaking at 10. Let's see, right? JPAL is speaking at 10. Look at 950. Whatever, I might just do evals. Okay, yeah, this is like 1 minute's ugly. What the hell? Sorry. It's ugly. There's no bullish FEGs here yet. See at like 950, but there's no possible. I don't see an entry for myself, so I don't really mind if I miss it. I don't really like this one either, so maybe it dips into this 15-minute PPR, 15-second PPR. I don't know, but meh. It does feel like it's just gonna. It might hit it and then like chop. Doesn't matter like what it feels like though. It just needs to see if there's anything that like. Yeah, I don't really see something where I could like define my risk appropriately, if that makes sense. So, nah, I'm good. This was right at open, and I wanted to see the reaction DXY first. I thought it could also retrace to CE, so fine. Plenty of time left. Yeah, ES is just marked breaking above that new high of day. Cool. And DXY has rejected from there. Pretty important for me to see like how this closes and such. It's yesterday's high. Yeah. Okay, so and this is also I think like yesterday's afternoon high. Pretty close for NQ. See how we react to here. Pretty strong. Which one looks stronger though? So I can decide. See how this 15-minute closes here. Hmm. Two minutes kind of cleaner on ES. On Q it's cleaner too. Pretty good close. It did close above for NQ. Yeah, it does look like it's going to reach for yesterday's high and maybe even the weekly April 15th high. But I don't know if I'll be able to find something to as an entry. So, I'm happy to just tape read that. This like next 15-minute candle is very strong, right? Like already bought up at like the previous candle's close and it's just like higher ripping. So we'll see. We'll see if like the 950 macro. I don't know. We have that one, this one here, but on the 1 minute. Order block. EG. We'll have to see. At this point, I'm deciding whether or not to go with those evals. Pretty decent reaction there. I think I probably have to see this candle. I'm not in anything right now. Could come back into this area, but I'll see what's up. It would be like risking like 10 to make like 20-ish, so it's not bad. See a 950 maybe. Okay, looks like it's coming lower here into this area. The 10:30 to 9:45. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna put that back, and if it like comes back over that area, perhaps. This DXY is going lower. Hmm. So it didn't go into this one yet. This is a 2-minute, I think, yeah. Made an equal low there. I mean, this lines up with this mitigation block here. I have to wait and see the reaction to it. So far, so good, honestly, but it could dip one more time. I still don't see like it's this pub retracement lower. It's not like it's like with speed and such. So what's ES doing? Holding up pretty well as well. It's 2-minute. Oops. I just wish that there was like, I mean, I'm not wishing, but something cleaner. If we do break above this again, I'll probably get in. J Powell speaking in like 8 minutes. No, I didn't do that. Watching to see this. I could come back in here. Yeah. So what's the daily look like? I mean, with those lows, it's not really going higher that quickly. You know, 10 a.m. could even be a reversal to the downside. I wouldn't be like, because the way that J Powell just can affect things. We'll see, but like I said, the DXY is still looking okay, right? Rejected. Just gotta see it continue lower from here. Not really. It's taking its time. Alright. It's coming into its 2-minute fair value gap. What's this low? 304.2. Did not break this low yet. Three 305.25. I just feel like, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, ES is holding up by its pre-market highs. Did dip into this. Maybe I'll find an ES long before I find an NQ long. I don't know. I'll see. Or maybe I don't find a trade. Which is, both are fine by me. But yeah, I'm happy I didn't get into anything yet. We've been barcoding a bit. Yeah, tomorrow is PPI. I mean, DXY is now pretty much expanding lower. Indices are not following suit. Kind of annoying. So definitely like a lower risk type of day. This is YM. It's like okay, like the indices aren't really out of sync, I would say, so it's not so bad. Okay, let's see it. NQ is now dipped into its 2-minute FEG there. Not really a decent reaction. We have Powell in 4 minutes, so I almost don't really even want to get into anything right now. There's nothing clean. Like I can see on one hand, like, yeah, I mean, it's looking more like this is like a failed bull flag scenario at this point. But still monitor this. Like, and what I mean by like failed bull flag is just me envisioning like retail that are trapped. I don't mean it like in my analysis. I'm just thinking about the retail. It's not really looking good, even though DXY is expanding lower. The reason why I filtered out this one is because it didn't close above this high, it didn't close above this little FEG. That's why I didn't buy in here. We still had an open 2-minute fair value gap below, etc. So That's what the idea behind my filtering. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Does J-Pow send us lower or higher? Put your guess in the live chat. I honestly, I don't know. Could be either. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes either way. Never know. If it does start expanding lower, you know, it could like go for you know, ES could like you know, we could maybe go for the CEs of this and you know, for sure like this. Okay, 9:59, we are expanding, finally having some expansion lower. What happened? J-Pal started speaking like a minute early? The 15-second there. You do see. Yeah, I mean, we have now failed bullish order flow. Could go for this low. Let's see. Might be time to go with the 15-second here. I don't know. Okay, it's 10 a.m. Jay Powell. That's the 30-second. Yeah, the only issue I have is like DXY, but whatever. You are risking like 13 to make like 30. I think I will try just on evals some shorts. Okay, I'm in shorts on some evals here on Apex. Let's see if we can catch the move to the downside 930 lows and cut it off here. Let's see. Let's go on the 30-second more. It just failed the bullish PDRs. Now it's looking like a market maker, you know, sell model down to here. Had the displacement here. So that's what I'm just trying. I might stop here. I'm really, like I said, this is eval for Apex. Let's see if we can pass some. Just because tomorrow's CPI and J-Pal is speaking, and I don't enjoy doing that. So this is the 30-second, broke these low 30 with FEG, took out these, you know, there's no signs of bullishness right now on the indices. If we reverse them, whatever, then I'll just look for other things. Okay, rejected again. Rejected again. Now I expect expansion quickly to this downside. By 1010. Yeah. Don't really want it to pause again. DXY is coming back up into, it's like not a continuing expansion of the downside, so it's probably going to come back into that 15-minute bearish FEG. So yeah, note the sell side here. We're going to go for here pretty quickly here. Okay, so we have this order block over here. Could come up, tap this, reject. FEG. Okay, here. Should reject now. Or here. Did ES do anything? Not really. This is actually a lot stronger. Anyway, continue monitoring this. My stop is going to be over here because it shouldn't come back into this area again. 99. So it's really just a 9-point stop at that point because it doesn't really look like it's going to continue right now. It's difficult with ES. But my stop is going to be there. 99.5. Yeah. I already reached in once. I don't really want it to come back again. See, if it has to reject here, and it's like midpoint of this OB is fine. Watching this fair value gap here, if it respects it, probably gonna go stop me out, you know. Should disrespect it, invert it. If it inverts it, then lower, but pretty tricky price action here, honestly. I'm like break even-ish. Gonna wait. Has to come here by 10-10, by the way. If it doesn't, then I'll just cut it. It's not that great action, not gonna lie. Okay. See it close below this. Okay. Cool. It's expanding lower. Them wicks are wild, though. J-Pal is being... What the... That's why I don't like... Do you see? This is why I don't like to trade while J-Pal is speaking. It's not fun. It's not. Not that trading is fun in generally, but like... So it's time for me to just take a partial because it's just so whack right now. Okay. Took a partial. So... Whatever. That's why you take partials, just stop me out there. So I think that's just a break-even trade. Yeah. That was wild. All right. Continue monitoring this. So I gotta, for sure, monitor your risk. Markets on CES. Okay, ES going to new high of day now. All right, so let's see bullish PDRAs. It's just tough right now, right? ES is now near the highs. That's why I'm doing also near the highs. So it's not like we're completely out of sync. Okay. But for me, the short idea, it's like meh. Should have expanded there already. It's 10-10 now. Didn't get there fast enough. You really got to be quick. So close above this high. See. Is this the beginning? Is this like the low of the morning? I have to see. And if this just like shows up to like you know, go to my sell side, I don't really mind, because it's like just crazy actions. What I mean by being careful. This is like one, when I saw this wick, that was a clue, right? So I took partial. It's still not easy. Let's see. Blah. It's kind of ugly. The fact is like I have to go on the 30-second because the 1 minute's so ugly. 15 minutes, like meh. You know, like we're still in the range, so you don't have to worry about FOMO and such. And now, you know, DXY is coming down towards its new low of day, which is good. So maybe we will start to see some expansion, as that was like the last line in the sand there. It's starting to be. It's not like at the near low of day, but it looks like it will. So let's see if we can see anything here. I mean, I see like small FEG, like whatever, but 30-second. Be nice if it came back down here. I'll probably be a buyer there. Something like that. Just relaxing. In the 5 minute. See if we invert this. What's this low? 305.25. What's this? Close. And we did on the 5. Okay, so let's see if we get that retracement. Doesn't give it to me, then whatever. I'll just have to continue watching. ES hit, it's like unmitigated 15-minute FEG there. So ES is stronger. Maybe I will end up going with ES. Maybe. This move up is not like fun. You can see. Not the greatest. Not the cleanest, I mean. So why I'm like, whatever. Yeah, I'll have my buy limit here for NQ if it ends up retracing to that. What's the fib on this? Yeah, this would be a fair value gap and discount, lining with like breaker, order block, etc. I mean, market's just kind of wild right now. I'm not really gonna maybe remain patient. happy I got stopped and just managed out decently. CES 5-minute. CES is retracing here. Alright. We'll find out here. I'm gonna probably get filled here. If I get stopped, then whatever. It's, you know, like I said, I'm just I'm fine with it. Because it's like a 2R anyway. Really gotta be careful. 10:15 mental game reminder. What's up with the people? What do you think is gonna happen when Pal speaks? That's funny. Oh wow, we have 2,900 people watching. Hit that like button. I feel like it always goes up whenever I'm like in a position or something, because I think people talk and and then they come to spy on me. Just totally fine. Just remember, you guys, this is not a signal service. What does this look like in the 1? Yeah. Yeah. Might as well. It's 10:16. Pal is probably going to speak for like 30 minutes or something, right? So the 10 to 11 a.m. is going to be volatile and such, so let's see. Alright, I got filled. Let's see if we expand higher from here. Let's see what this looks like. DXY is like just going back up higher. So bad. Just really not a good environment, you guys. ES. So weird. Oh well, I might get stopped out here and I won't really care. If I do, then whatever. It's just tough action there. It's not smooth. 15 is just barcoding, so I accepted the risk before I entered, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens here. Likely stop because the DXY is going back into that area. But like I said, it's just a wild market, so I'm just gonna hold it. Hold it according to my stop. Minute for like, so far I'm in this trade like 1 minute. I'm already down, like I was down about 7 points for like 1 minute, Right now I'm down like 3 points. It's just wild market. We'll see. It's not looking favorable, really, just on either side. Definitely high resistance conditions. What time is it? It's 10:19. Okay, it's 10:19. Yeah, DXY is going up back higher. I'm just gonna stick with this idea, and just because it's an eval, I don't really mind. Gotta stick with the idea. So I put my stop at the swing low. Sure, there's people fading me. I mean, it is a difficult 50-50 situation. Yeah, we'll find out. Oof, DXY is back up. It's where I'm like, oh, should I cut this off for break even? I don't know. I could. But I'll see how the candles close. You know, if this like rejects here, then I might end up closing. But if we plow through this, close above it, then I'll hold. Oh, wrong way. Okay, closed above it. Here we go. So right now I'm up. I was down about 7 points or so at the lowest. Right now I'm up about 12 points. Let's see if we break this intermediate term high now. Up here. If that would be just like a 1-to-1, I think, because I did get in. I got in here, which was below 50% actually. This would be like 1-to-1. Might end up having to take some. I'm probably going to end up taking some off there because of the conditions are high resistance. Meaning like we could take this high again and then end up taking this low. You know what I'm saying? And then here's 1.5. Here's 2.2. I'll likely take off like again partials here because of the way that you have to work the drawdown. So I'm happy at least I did stick to my, stop here. Accepted the risk. See if we end up inverting this area a little, the highest fair value gap of the day or whatever. I think it just did a break above. Yeah. Okay, so partial time. Oh. Okay. 28 points booked there. So far so good, I think. Yeah. Okay. Oh wow, so actually I did pass. Okay, I passed 2 apex. So I'm just gonna close that out. Okay. With just 3 contracts. Okay, I mean 5 contracts, yeah. Okay, oh, this is a new high of day, you guys. I closed out. That was quick. Alright. All in a day's work. All right. Wild. That was wild. So, one good thing I did, definitely, is kind of just be like, okay, I know I'm not the best at these types of situations, so I'll just trade evals. And likely, you know, if I was trading my funded accounts, I don't know how exactly I would react to this. So that's fine. There's always, you know, and one good thing I did is I did stick to the swing low. I did stick to my entry here. I didn't chase. And whatever. Was in drawdown for exactly like a minute and a half or 2 minutes. So anyway, we actually went up all the way up to yesterday's high. Okay, that's why I passed them, because it did hit the 2.3 R-ish, right? So it did frame this. Okay. And we're good. And we just hit that weekly high from April 15th. Okay. So pretty good pivoting, I would say, where, you know, at first I was short, then I got stopped out, and then I pivoted to longs here. Yeah, that's all I can say. Not an easy morning. High resistance. Let's see, ES. Yeah, the fact also, like, this was weird to me when ES was like taking out. Well, there was an SMT there, but you know, with ES being the strongest one, and then it took out that low here while NQ didn't. That definitely made me like kind of weirded out. But all in all, I think decent management. Pretty nice. We did pretty much, we caught from here to like here. Most of this move, most of this leg up. Yeah, like 45 handles. Nice. Okay. So we hit that weekly high now. Let's see if ES catches up towards those equal highs. It didn't hit yesterday's high yet. Also pretty good with then taking NQ is definitely more. Had I taken ES, I would have gotten stopped probably. Yeah. Had I taken ES here, it would have gotten stopped at that SMT. That's just wild. So definitely not easy. Especially with DXY where it is right now. Right? I was thinking lower past this, but we were reaching up into here, so definitely high resistance conditions all around. Don't feel FOMO or don't feel bad if you ended up taking a loss or something, because you had a couple things happening then with DXY not correlated and indices a little bit out of sync, not the worst, but yeah. So let's check my phone right now. Like I said, this was not the cleanest move up, and the way that I was able to tell is just, you know, the not clean closes above with FEGs, right, on the 15. That's what I look at the 15 a lot. So yeah, overall decent, pretty good performance, I would say. Pretty pleased. Okay. That's why you gotta fade sentiment sometimes. They're asking why you take that trade. You know, I think you should just rewind. Well, I don't know why there's always people asking me why when I talk through the whole thing. Okay, let me think. I feel like I talk about it after too. Let's see the other question. Brianna Nelson, I really appreciate how you talk through what you're seeing and your thoughts through the whole trade. Yeah, you're welcome. At least someone acknowledges that, right? I feel like I talk and I say exactly what I'm going to do. I deadass like showed the buy limit there. I'm sure people were fading me left and right. Everyone's Discord was watching me and fading me, right? Cutest laugh ever. Oh, thanks. Pro gambler. Slay. Thank you. Let her. We love you. It was an obvious long. Nice trade, Tanya. Thanks. Yeah, the chat is kind of rowdy today, it looks like. I don't know. There's always different opinions, which is good. It would be weird. It would be really weird if everyone was agreeing with me on my trade. That would actually be an issue, and I would be kind of worried, right? And if everyone had the same opinion on me in general, that would be impossible. So the long was because pretty simple. I mean, I think here I said that the shorts got invalidated for me. We took some as SSL, but mostly I think we had like I was just very cognizant of the fact that, you know, DXY is not bullish at that moment because it didn't invert that 15-minute FEG. It was still looking bearish, and I was very much cognizant of the fact that I was shorting while DXY was not agreeing with my trade. So that's why I was like, at the first trade I saw this wick and I was like, okay, time to take those partials, because from what I know is if we don't close below a low, we can very much return to a balanced price range, right? And that's why I partial, and that's why I put my stop here, because this was already, a high was taken out, wicked, and closed and went lower. So we shouldn't really come back here. We ended up reacting here with a displacement, fair value gap here. You know, that's your little, essentially 2022 model. Sure, we didn't take out this SSL, we took out some trendline liquidity, or instead, you know, it's just not like, I knew that it was going to be tough situation if it's going to go up higher, high resistance both ways. So likely when that happens, deep retracements and or stops taking out high resistance both ways. So, you know, don't feel, it's really not easy right now. It wasn't that easy. I wouldn't, like someone said it was the most obvious. I'm not going to toot my own horn or anything, because definitely no. And that retracement was a little whack. Like I said, I don't really like trading with Jay Powell speaking. Because literally, like, he could, like, it's probably something he said, not joking, like, that caused the algorithms, like, there are, like, they listen for certain words. Anyway. And like, I don't listen to that because there's no point. I'm gonna be slower. I'd much rather watch price action, which is the reaction anyway. So yeah, we'll see if ES ends up going for those equal highs or not. I'll probably watch the 1050. Like I said, high resistance, so I do anticipate another like deep pullback here. Could even take out a low. I don't know. It's not to be don't be you know, over leveraging and such. Like I said, this is one of those scenarios where I'm limiting risk, which is today. Like I said, I just passed a couple of evals. I didn't even feel like taking it on my fundeds, because hey, there's still CPI tomorrow. There's the rest of the week. I'm fine with it. Know what I'm saying? Okay, so that was kind of a crazy push-up. Yeah, DXY and indices are out of sync. Where's YM? YM? Okay, she did take out new high of day. What did she do here? I don't know what this line is. Previous years, like bearish on the order breaker on the daily, but you know, especially if YM closes above this high, it's gonna go for all-time highs again. So I'll definitely like have an alert there. I do think today's high. I don't have high expectations for today. Look at the dailies right now. We're at like 30, we're at an hour into the day. Okay. An hour into the day, wicked lower. You know, that was also just the it's a part of that part of that thought process, yeah. That like 8:30 news took some sell side. But yeah, not easy. We never broke 9:30 lows though. So we could have somewhat of a trend day. I don't know. We'll see at 10:50 if maybe there is another trade in a discount of this range here. I don't know. Towards maybe ES rechases deeply again and then goes for yesterday's highs. Maybe she does it. Maybe this is the close above. Oh no. Look at the 15-minute how it closed. It's not that clean, so I anticipate another deep retracement, honestly. There's no fair value gaps being made there. It is on the 5, but I don't really care. It's not a clean thing. Even this could get taken out on maybe even this could get taken out on NQ while it doesn't on ES. I don't know. High resistance conditions, you guys, which means you know, takes a high, takes a low, takes a high, takes a low, retraces deeply, takes stops. So gotta be careful. Like even and it's not in correlating with DXY right now either, because DXY is rejecting from this FEG a second time now. It's moving lower and indices are moving lower. So I don't know. See what happens at 10:50. I'd say I'm gonna delete that arrow so no one's like completely just following me. Do. Okay. But pretty wild. It's not even the easiest to train eval on either. Okay, just like yeah, huge retracement there. So one thing to really remember on these days, right? If the high resistance criteria is met, which I do have videos on, right? An intro to futures webinar, there's a slide on that. And essentially, what was I saying? Oh yeah, one important thing to be doing when you note that these are high resistance conditions is absolutely do not be buying in a premium or shorting in a discount, pretty much, because there's going to be crazy pullbacks. And yeah, this is definitely seek and destroy here. Look at ES breaking that low. So pretty much you can see seek and destroy took this high, then took this low, then took this high, now taking this low. So you really gotta be careful. What's JPal? Is he still talking, by the way? Pretty wild. You know what was really funny, you guys? Yeah, someone had left a funny comment the other week saying, like, you need someone to help you reboot your channel, get better thumbnails, get better lighting, get better production, get better whatever. And you should, you know, and then they just like put some examples to look at other people. And I was just like, what do you mean reboot the channel? Like, I'm growing every day more and more. It's going fine like it is right now. People seem to be fine with it, you know? So why fix what's not broken? You know? And oh yeah, they said to put on some makeup, which I thought was hilarious. Because actually one of my like highest performing videos is literally like there's no thumbnail on it. It's just a screenshot from the video, and it's me rolled out of bed. It actually is me rolled out of bed at London session because I couldn't sleep. And no makeup. I'm literally in my pajama shirt, and I'm just my hair braided up, and it's called like MMBM NQ during London, something like that. And it's one of my highest performing videos. So it's funny when people give you unsolicited advice when they've clearly never done it themselves. You know, don't take advice from people that have not done it themselves, essentially, you know, in any regard. I've definitely get a lot of unsolicited advice, every day. Whether it's how to spend my money or how to run my own channel, I don't know. But anyway, my reaction was just, I'm here to trade. I'm not here to walk a beauty pageant. And, you know, people are looking at the charts. We're looking at the charts, people. Maybe if you were less concerned about how I looked or how pristine the production is, maybe, you know, your trading would be a little better. You wouldn't have to throw passive aggressive remarks at me. It is funny when someone is shielding passive aggressive remarks as advice. GTFO. Whatever. So weird, pretty weird, right? Because I had actually thought it would be the opposite. I thought NQ would take that low. But ES again taking that low that it created, while NQ did not. So twice now, right? Well, NQ, it's not over yet. We'll see a 1050 what ends up happening. It's rough. This is rough, but seek and destroy. What can you do? Well, we'll see at 1050, like if there's maybe another reversal upside, because we just took out this low. What's the range for? We took out 930 low on ES, yeah. So what's the range of the equity session? I think this just also filled in the opening range gap on ES, yeah. You see that? The close of this candle. Yeah, what's the close? 42.50. Yeah, pretty much did 42.25. You know, we'll have to see. That's essentially what you have to do when you're trading seek and destroy. You have to play the extremes of the range, trade the extremes, and then take it back to the other extreme or just 50%, whatever. So, really, like I keep saying, it's not my favorite. Just because, like, look, if you're on even on the 1 minute, like, it doesn't really give you entries. Like, I had to be on the 30-second. But hey, on Tanya's show, you get 30-second data, 15-second data. Yeah, let me check my phone before it's 10:50. And what I want to do actually is like kind of mark out the range, or just from the regular trading. Yeah, so we actually filled that completely for NQ. We just filled it for this. How are we looking like on YM? We just filled it on YM as well. The gap. Okay, so NQ is still the strongest. I'd rather go, if I'm trying to pass more evals later, 1050, I'll probably also just go long NQ again. Yeah, that's what I want. We did hit a weekly high. That weekly high that I actually had is the target for last week. So that's kind of annoying, but I still do think it's bullish, and we have equal highs above for ES. So what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna draw a GAN box. Premium and discount for the New York equities range. Honestly, the market's kind of, like I said, the meme stocks are running. Maybe the market's kind of whack. But I mean, it is the day before a CPI. And Jay Powell speaking. Is he still talking, you guys? Someone tell me. Yeah, well, I'll search it myself. Probably not, right? How long is he going to talk for? Is he still talking? Yeah.
People think it's not a good time to buy, durable goods like cars and washing machines, and the reason is it's a floating rate loan at a very high level.
Absolutely. And when you look at the banking system as a whole,
Yeah, he's still talking. Jerome Powell speaks to the Foreign Bankers Association in Amsterdam. Yeah, no, really, people don't want to be buying cars and because it's non-necessity right now, and people are struggling. Like, they'd rather keep their barely functioning car, especially with interest rates, right? I think it's like 7.3% now for mortgage, right? Kind of insane. Tough for my generation, but I remain hopeful. And I am beating inflation myself, so it's good at least. That's the goal, really, is just financial independence, not being... This is really good for me, at least recently, right? I don't look at the price anymore when I'm grocery shopping. That's some wealth right there. I know, but it's sad, honestly. Like, the working class Americans are struggling, and it really is, like, because our government just at this print, like, in our Fed Reserve was just printing money when it was unnecessary. It's unnecessary to be giving people stimulus checks and the crazy unemployment benefits in, like, California. Like, no one was working. I heard, like, they were getting like $800 a week or something. I don't know. So during that time, and now we're paying for it. So there's nothing right now. Right, I would look for, like I said, it needs to break a swing high, like it did here. Swing high with a fair value gap. We'll see if it happens at 10.50. I'll probably just go with whichever is a cleaner one. Or maybe NASDAQ again. And again, like I'm saying, just gonna chill on that one. just like setting up my copier for the other accounts since I passed the other ones. Okay. Cool. Let's see. It's 9:49. So let's see if at 10:50, does that create some sort of fair value gap or whatever? You know, I mean, the favorable thing is like we are at the discount of the range. We filled the opening range gap on the indices. So that's what's going for the bullish case still, and DXY is still bearish. But like I said, I would need some sort of displacement. No displacement, no trade. Could very well reject and whatever. And again, it's not 10:50 yet for the macro. And the reason why I was okay with entering here before 10:50, by the way, is because like he was speaking, and that indicates like, yeah, there's more volatility in the marketplace. But yeah, right now, you know, market's looking like a sine wave. It's not too easy. Not easy at all. Not even the 30-second is providing anything right now, so gotta be patient. It's 10:50 in a minute. I think my performance on stream has been pretty good in the past like 3 weeks or so, and it was good to yeah, whatever I'm doing, I'm just gonna keep doing, essentially. Okay, let me check my phone, by the way. My assistant does look at questions. If you are Bagel Club member, green, you know, the green names, I do see your comments, and if you have any relevant question or etc., he does send me, just so it's easier to sift through. Yeah, the channel has grown. I think that's some good production there, is that I hired, you know, an assistant to help moderate. He doesn't trade, he's not a trader, so he has he's moderating the chat more than you know, I know I have some other moderators that help me out too, but they, like, I totally understand they're trading too, and that's just totally up to them if they even want to moderate. But yeah, so that's one way I've actually upgraded the stream, right? Is that I can actually read important questions or relevant ones, so it's easier for me to sift through the chat because I have Castillo do it for me. Alright, so it's 10:50 started. You know, it's very small range candles right now. It does seem like I wouldn't be surprised if we'll see displacements to the upside, because I could think I don't know, just fading the people that think this is a bear flag. And other reasonings I said. And the discount of the range for the day, opposite extreme, and DXY is going lower, right? So DXY is actually looking decent. The only issue I have right now is that there's no displacements, really. I mean, you do actually. It's not that amazing, though. It's not that fun. It's not that convincing, I think. Could try it out, though. I mean, DXY, look, it's gonna go for more sell side here. I think it's gonna go for this, right? So I think it's worth a try to probably try it again. Which one, though? Maybe I should try wait for the second time it breaks that high. It's tough. I don't think I need to. Let me see which Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright, let's see. I will put it on in case I do. So you'll see if I enter or not, okay? This is freaking crazy. Okay. I mean, hey, it's going lower. It's fitting my criteria, so it would just be like a small stop there. Maybe like a 10-point stop or a move back to like 50% of the range. Let me see. It's not the best. Like this is, you see like how this leg up is way different than like this leg up. So I'd almost rather just wait for another leg up. That's more obvious. And perhaps like invert this, right? There's just so many sibbies here. Potentially just reject here first. Okay. If it closes above this, then I'll just like get in. Yeah. Then I'll just put the stop there. It's like a 14-point stop or so. Gonna get back up there. Alright, I'm gonna try that again, guys. Let's try more longs here. On evals, we're trying to pass some more apex evals. Yeah, fade the people that think that it's a bear flag. Okay, so like I said, I would get in on the second. Inverted this now. So, yeah. Let's see where, I mean, I think we could get up here. 39s. Let's see, let's mark this out in like quartiles maybe. We could, honestly, the thing is like it's probably gonna go for a new high day again. Like that's what it really is, but I'm okay with just taking money when it's there. Because like I said, it's not fun. It's not the greatest. Okay. Yeah, 75 would be here. 44.5. Okay. Okay, we just want to see expansion to upside, just like not really a return. Because it should just continue to upside. We don't really want so many retracements in the way that these conditions work. So good to see though, like that would have ended up doing fine, but like I said, I kind of just entered here, so I knew that's when we would start expanding, closed above these highs, inverted this. I just knew that's when speed would come into the market. Okay, here we are. I'm gonna just, yeah, shave off most there. And then, yeah, we could just wait another minute or so as it reaches up into here. I swear, you guys, like, when Tiny gets good sleep, she's good. She's killing it. Can you stop talking to yourself in the third person? No. No, I can't. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Probably gonna like move my stop to break even. Yeah, on the rest. Should get bought up here, like in this fair value gap. It shouldn't break below it. So actually I'm putting in a stop in like in profit. Right, this should just serve as another launch pad or whatever. Three days of sleep, good sleep in a row is good for me. Yeah, let's just see it, you know, do its cosine thing. Sine waves. So, caught another like 20-ish points on that, so pretty good. Considering the range is like, let's measure the range. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Oh, we crossed it. Let's see the close. See a push up, strong candles here. Okay. Alright, I'm taking the rest off here. There we go. W's in the chat or what? Killed it. Killed it today. Can't deny, even on this like harder type of day. It's all about knowing the conditions you're in. Okay, hey Tanya, what do you think about? Let's see the other questions. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if we just go to new high of day. But like I said, I'm just doing like extreme of the range to like internal, and it's in like the 75th top quartile of the day. I'm happy with that. Catching most of the a majority of the move. Okay, let's read some of the questions. It's 11. It's London close. Thank you, Tanya. I just passed my funding account. Thanks. I'm officially a funded trader. Haha, says Ricky T. Congrats. You know, take it slow. Don't blow it. That's my advice. Here we go. Text the marker, you guys, so you can see. Called it on stream pretty much. So, pretty good. Papa ICT must be proud, but he's not here today probably. Tanya Traits, what do you think about Midnight Open? I noticed my winners usually have Midnight Open confluence. I think it's good when... No, it's good for one way of determining whether you're in discount premium. Sometimes we're very far from it, so I think it is good when you're in a small range. Okay. Oh, he's here. ICT's here. Oh no, he said he is here? LOL. Cool. Exactly, I appreciate you talking the information while trading. Thanks. You're welcome. Yeah, I mean, I'm quite happy with this. 2 trades that were winners on high resistance, liquidity run day, not easy, range day. Pretty happy. It was like one the first trade was actually break even, so break even, 2 winners, pretty good. Okay, this other one. Lucky Andre Malongo says, I'm really improving since I watched this ICT lady kills it. ICT lady is so funny. Wait, what is it? Some people is called, you guys just make sure, I don't want to be called goat. That's definitely not, nope, not me. Don't call me, actually I'm not going to say the other word that some people call me. Because it's probably they're probably gonna say it even more. It's just like the reverse effect. You guys know like the Barbra Streisand effect? I don't want to do that. Essentially, there was like a article in the news or something about California's like coast eroding, and Barbra Streisand's like house was in the picture, like and it was showing mostly like the cliff, how it's eroded, and she was like, stop putting pictures of my house, blah blah blah, I don't appreciate it, stop it. And then that just caused more attention to it, right?
to the thing that you don't want attention to. So that's called the Barbra Streisand effect. It's just like a pop culture. Okay, so Lucky Andre Malangu. I'm really improving. One thing I wanted to see. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it does. But I don't like that it's pausing. I don't care. I don't really, like I said, it probably is going to go for highs again, but I'm very happy with my piece of the pie. Okay. One bird in the hand is better than two in the bush or whatever. I keep saying like these colloquialisms, which are fun. They're fun. Okay. I'm really improving since I watched this ICT lady kills it. Thanks for effort and make impact to other people for free. No worries on paid membership anymore. Thanks, Tanya from South Africa. Okay, great. Yeah, you don't have to do a paid membership at all. For I didn't for ICT concepts. I did when I was small caps and options trader, and that didn't help me at all. It really is just about putting in the work yourself. Maybe sometimes my analysis might line up with your own. That's really why I'm more streaming for my own accountability. I don't have to stream. Actually had one of my best weeks off stream. And then what was funny is that there were some people were like, I don't believe you. Let's see how you are when you come back to stream. I was like, I bet. Let's see. Where are you now? Where are you now? They're quiet. You know how like football players, they go like this? After they score a goal, that's me right now. Too funny. Tanya Princess Warrior says ICT. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, high resistance move higher. I mean, DXY. She's not like bullish, but she's not expanding like to the downside. It's just playing the ranges really. So that's what you gotta do. Play the range. Anyway, it's 11. It's London close. I hope I helped some people. If not, then whatever. Hit the like button if you learned anything or if you enjoyed the stream today. I do think it was a good stream. And I'll see you back here tomorrow for CPI at 8:30. Stay safe. Don't be a degenerate. Ciao.